All right. My name is Victoria Smith Ellison. I am a fourth-year student at Trinity College in Hartford, Connecticut, originally from Chicago. I'm majoring in educational studies, but throughout my time at Trinity, I have been involved in work in the women's prison in Connecticut, the only state women's prison in Connecticut, and I've worked with women who were incarcerated and also women who are formerly incarcerated in different arts engagement activities. These last 2 weeks, how can I sum them up? I would definitely say for me, it's been a very, very transformative experience. Coming here, I didn't know what to expect really, but beyond not really having many expectations, I guess, as the program went on, the few that I came, the program met and exceeded them. And in the sense of, I didn't come to the program with much context on Puerto Rico, and simply because I just haven't been taught the history through school, and I'm learning that not to rely on that and to really rely on my own self as being a teacher and using the world as my classroom and not just being boxed in a four-wall room. And through this, it's definitely been a challenge to think outside, to think differently, and to think from different perspectives, but also a very humbling experience for me, as the last 2 weeks have been, the presentations have been bilingual. And for me, only speaking English with very, very little Spanish experience with Spanish, one, it really taught me, while learning about the history of Puerto Rico and the Puerto Rican culture, just the idea of language being very important to a culture and maintaining the language. And it could have been easy for me to just be upset because things weren't in English all the time, but it really took me back to putting myself into like other people's shoes, and not just native Spanish speakers, but anyone who comes to the United States and English isn't their first language, but we force them to speak English and look down upon them when they want to speak their own language without really knowing the history and the cultural implications that language has on their experience and in their lives. And so that in itself has been very great, but in addition to that, just the conversations that I've had with the people in the program, but also listening to the presenters talk about their experience, and not just in the context of just their own life, but the connections that they've made locally and globally, and also through time, has helped me see the importance of piecing things together, and that despite differences in time and differences in places, at the end of the day, we're all connected in some type of way. And in order to really make a change in this world, it's not our own fight for our own selves and our own cultures or respective groups, but definitely about solidarity. And I would definitely say that coming here, I felt very welcome. Despite the language barrier at some times, I didn't feel like the other. I've always said that whatever experience I have, I take it as a learning process, and that's still very true. But this experience has really highlighted that more for me, because I still was in this little box, but I'm breaking out, and I'm excited about my new endeavors, and at this point, very confused about what I want to do, and that's a good thing. Because the world is so much bigger and opportunities available to me. I've learned that there's so much more to the world, and definitely in this exploration phase, and I can't wait to see myself 5 years from now, and definitely crediting my experience in this program for wherever I am in the future. And just Community Arts University without walls has been something that I will hold on to dearly, and I would definitely suggest anyone, regardless of age, background, whatever background you come from, I would definitely suggest that you take a chance with this program, and I would definitely say you won't regret it.